I was out grocery shopping and doing a little bit of sale shopping this day, and I stopped in at Giant Tiger. It's a discount store in Canada, and I wanted to check out their plus size clothing. It really is hit or miss for myself. There's some things that are very much my style that I really like and the color, and there's a lot of items too that are definitely not really what I would wear, but it's really nice that there's a lot of variety for everybody's fashion sense and what they're comfortable in. But I was here a couple of weeks ago and I had picked up a pair of like crop jeans that I like for this time of the year. And I wanted to see if they had another pair because I really like them. Even if it was the same one, just if one was dirty, I'd be able to have a second pair. And I didn't see anything. I was kind of looking through the clearance section. Everything is moved into shorts right now because that's kind of the way it goes. And I had looked at these pants earlier and they were kind of what I was looking for, and I undid the cuff just to kind of see, but I just didn't really feel like these were what I was looking for. They were $25. They were a good price. And then I looked over here and then I'm like, acid washed is back in style. I should have hung on to all of the jeans I had back in like elementary school, but everything old is new again. But I just wanted to share with you some of the selection. They do have some nice options. Their prices are pretty affordable and they just have a little bit of everything. But unfortunately, there wasn't any hits for me today, but it's always nice to look to see what is available. Okie dokie. So Walmart, Giant Tiger. I wasn't planning on going to Giant Tiger, and then I remembered what the sales were, and their sales always starts on Wednesdays. And Walmart, the last day of their sale is Wednesdays and their new sale starts on Thursdays. So my first stop was Walmart because I wanted to get mushrooms, 94 cents. I grabbed two. The romaine was on $2 for 3 hearts, which is a really great price. And then thinking about the weekend, I'm thinking Caesar salad. So I just picked up some of the Renee's 47% less fat. Maybe I'll make my own someday, but this one I really, really like. I wanted these little mini peppers too, and I picked up some whipped cream cheese, so I got just the plain. And then I also got the roasted red pepper and garlic. Our son likes these, but I thought these would be nice for my husband and I too. You cut them in half, you put a little bit of cream cheese, you can put some everything but the bagel seasoning on it. Any of those spice blends that I have, it's just a nice little something else to have for lunch. And then I was thinking, even at night, you know, when you want something like kind of crunchy, like even if I had these prepped, take half of a one, put a little bit of cream cheese. It's a little crunchy snack and it kind of like satisfies that craving. Those are the little things I'm trying to work on. Dogs want in because it's cold out. Okay, I also picked up a couple of grenade bars again. This was a dark chocolate mint. I think I would really like that. And then the chocolate chip salted caramel, I thought my husband would really like that. So these here are things I'm picking up here and there to have a variety. These aren't like part of like having a meal or things I need to have every day. These are little things that on a day where it's really, really busy, or I'm like, I need something to help me, you know, it's a rough day, I didn't eat enough for lunch, or I didn't have enough protein or something. These are the little things that I'm trying to figure out to fuel my body and keep my energy and everything going. Linus is playing. I picked up a couple of these ranch style packets too. You guys are right on top with me because that's what I was going to be doing, but you're beating me in the comments with about the cottage cheese and using like the food processor and doing like cottage cheese instead of like buying veggie dip and all of that, because it is a, you know, higher protein and all that. So we'll play around with that. I got 2 more bags of these oven roasters, seasoned red potato wedges and onions. I think this is kind of like a new staple. Remember everything I said about frozen vegetables? I'm trying to do my best and I really think that these will help me. So I decided to pick up 2 of these. This would feed the 3 of us perfectly. And I also decided to pick up the seasoned broccoli and cauliflower. The broccoli and cauliflower, the potatoes, one of you said like sausages. I did pick up some like grillums or something when they were on sale like a couple of weeks ago, or like juicy jumbo hot dogs. That's just the reality of trying to get dinner on the table and just trying to find the balance, because those are things that I can make work for my husband and I, and then also make it work for our son. So I could cut up and have like the vegetables that he likes, like the peppers and fruit, or like having a bun and all that. So that's part of what I have to do, you know, being the homemaker and the mom and all of that, is trying to figure out dinner. I did pick up these. They were 2 for $8, but I wanted to give them a try. Italian style roasted potatoes and veggies, and then the roasted potatoes and broccoli. I just wanted to try these. At Giant Tiger, these were $6 a bag, so 2 for $8 is a good price. And then these Green Giant ones, broccoli, spinach, Florentine, brown rice, and quinoa with Parmesan and Romano sauce, cauliflower and onions with garlic butter, spring veggies, brown rice, and quinoa, and then asparagus, roasted red potatoes, and onions. These are things that would be like for leftovers, for nights where I'm like, I do not feel like cooking, I want to have something for dinner. And these, instead of ordering a pizza or getting takeout, these are the things that are going to help me and my family. And then this is what I got at Giant Tiger, but I got to change my battery. At Giant Tiger, I did look at the clothes, you saw that, and then the Chapmans were on sale, I think for $2.97. That's a really great price. There's 8 of them in here. They're kind of a pretty good portion size, but our son likes to have ice cream, and these are, you know, in the house on and off. These don't bother me. Like if I want one, I'll enjoy it in moderation and everything. So these aren't like a trigger for me, but I did want to pick some of these up just to have. He likes to have something after dessert, and I haven't had a lot lately, so these will be a nice treat. And then the garlic and herb shrimp marinated in garlic, parsley, and oregano. These were $3 off. I just thought these would be nice to have like when we had steak the other night, or even a night I don't feel like cooking. You can do the shrimp, you know, you throw this in the oven. It's a quick, easy dinner. Is it the healthiest and best option out there? No, but is it better than, you know, ordering a pizza or, you know, grabbing something that's not good for you? It's just about trying to like set myself up for success. And then this was like the impulse purchase, the buffalo wing deli style pretzel crisp. I thought that would be really nice on a day. I don't know if I'm gonna have them today, we'll see. So Giant Tiger is like a discount department store. I don't even know what you call it. It's a little bit of everything. It has some food, it has some produce, it has some meat, it has a lot of frozen and packaged stuff. It has children's wear, women's wear, men's wear, like work clothes, like for construction people. It has home decor. It has a little bit of everything. And it's one of those stores that I stop in every so often whenever I'm wanting to look at something, or you know, there's any good sales. But it's a store that I would not say that I would buy everything at, because it just doesn't have all of the quality or the products that I use. But I am very thankful to have it. And it's one of those stores where it's kind of hit and miss with clothes. Some stuff is really great quality and I like it, and other stuff is just not really what I like, but it works for a lot of people, and it's always nice to have options. Now for Walmart, and that's one of the things I want to share with you, and that's why I always find it's interesting to see how people grocery shop. And for me, it's always different. My 2 main stores that I like to shop at are Walmart and Costco. I like Walmart because it has everything. I pretty much know their prices, and that's really where I get my staples. So my milk, my orange juice, my yogurt, coffee cream, like the produce and everything, like I know what the quality, what the price and everything is, and I just find it makes life easier, especially when I can do a pickup order. Now Costco, I wish there was one closer to me, but a lot of their stuff, I like the quality of it, and I honestly find buying it, if it's something I'm gonna use a lot, actually saves me money. And then there's some stuff that is just impulse purchases that I don't need, but you need a little bit of that in your life too. So last week, I shared with you, I had a Walmart pickup order. Something happened, I thought my order never went through, and it did, and I ended up getting double everything. It's not the end of the world. It actually helped me this week. So when I was looking at the sales, there wasn't a lot of anything, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take advantage of the produce sales, the lettuce and the mushrooms, and that's really where I wanted to just kind of see the frozen section and what they had. I was looking online to do like a pickup order, and there's nothing better than going into the store. So I picked up a couple of those Swanson ones. I want to try the cauliflower broccoli, and then trying the other ones. And I was just kept thinking about a lot of the suggestions that you had made in the comments about like sheet pan dinners. And I'm thinking, like, if I do extra chicken you know, that one with the quinoa or something, that would be excellent for lunch. I could throw it into the oven with the leftover chicken, heat it up, and it would be lunch for myself that day and the next day. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to take like leftovers or cook extra, use some convenience things just to make it a lot easier to put things on the table. And you know, the only other really big sale this week is I always buy fresh berries. So strawberries are on sale at one store, and then the Honeycrisp apples are on at Walmart. But the last ones I bought were kind of bitter, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna rush out and get them. Like apples, we prefer them in the fall when it's like apple season. We'd much rather have grapes and berries. That's kind of what my family likes. So I don't want to run out and just buy apples because they're on sale, because it's a great price. It's like, are we really going to eat them? So I'll figure that out. So now that I have like all of my basics stocked up, and I have a lot of frozen potatoes and vegetables and some other little things I wanted to have, it is time for me to look at my freezer inventory, clean it up, and come up with a game plan of what meals are going to look like. Freezer inventory is something I just kind of developed over the years. When we had a deep freeze, our deep freeze of 25 years quit. I miss it, and we definitely need to repurchase something, and that will hopefully be happening this summer. But I'll link a video down. It's really, really old, but it gives you an idea of how I would do it, and now I've kind of revamped it. So if you go back on any of my videos in 2024, it'll kind of give you a better idea of it. I'll try and link some of it, but if you really want to see, like, you'll go back and look, because that's what I do with my favorite YouTubers. So this is just a book I purchased at Dollarama, and the last time I did this was in January. So January the 26th, that was really when I updated everything. And then there was this page and that page, and then another page, and as you can see, there was a lot of stuff like scratched off. I didn't know what I needed to do, so what I did with this was I went and I made like a meal plan, and I worked through it, and I've pretty much used all of the stuff that I really wanted to. And then I updated my freezer inventory, and it's just down to like one page right now. So I have some stuff that I baked. Like I have breakfast sausages I purchased at Costco on March 2nd. So I have 4 packs of them. I cut up some chicken breasts from a Costco haul. I have chicken peppers prepped and ready to go. That's in other videos. I was at Food Basics, and they had beef roasts on sale. They weren't necessarily like a high-end beef roast that I would like cook and have as a nice roast beef dinner, but they're perfect for throwing in the crock pot, you know, doing like something where the meat falls apart, or doing something like for, you know, shredding or whatever. I have ground beef, ground turkey, some Italian sausage. I have spaghetti sauce that I made for Easter. And it just kind of gives you an idea. Like normally I would put like chicken, beef, but I just don't know if I'm going to be like cooking or shopping in like large quantities and everything. So I have some chili. A couple of weeks ago at Giant Tiger, like the big juicy jumbo hot dogs and sausages were on sale, so I bought some of them to have for quick easy dinners. And then I also have some bread that that I didn't even have in my inventory, but I don't want to have all of those convenience things because they kind of like come and go quickly, but I also know that I need to get it organized a little bit better. So that's just kind of my starting point. I am going to be working on doing a full organization of my freezers because I just don't have the space that I used to. And then this is my meal ideas for the next little while. So breakfast sausage, I can make breakfast for dinner one night. I can do an egg, bacon, fruit. So that could be like a brunch. And then I have a package of hot crust buns. So I can make like a French toast casserole, have the sausages, fruit, and yogurt on the side. I love breakfast for dinner. Brinner is one of my favorite. So the cut up chicken, I can prep that for salads and for lunches, or I could, you know, put them with the frozen veggies to make a sheet pan. The beef roast, I can cook to shred. I can make tacos and then like cheesesteak sandwiches or wraps or anything. The chicken and peppers I have for fajitas. Then ground beef, I can make sloppy joes, beef stroganoff, meatloaf. I also have the ricotta, so I can make like a lasagna or like a lazy lasagna or something. Ground turkey, tacos, taco salad. I have a couple of packages of Italian sausage, so I can do sausage and peppers. Frozen veggies with the sheet pan, like for a sheet pan dinner. But I would probably sear the sausage first and then cut it, just to kind of help make sure that it's cooked all the way through. And then I have spaghetti sauce and chili that are already homemade. And then I have sausage tubes, and then I want to look at like a breakfast casserole. but then I can also cook up the sausage, saute it with the peppers and onions, and it would be quick because all I'd have to do is cook the eggs, and then I could do like scrambled eggs, or I could do like breakfast wraps or whatever. So that is just kind of how I come up with my meal plan. And then I'm also starting a list for Costco because I need meat, and pork chops and pork tenderloin. You can't beat the price or the quality at Costco. Chicken is kind of hit or miss because sometimes I find it's really, really pricey, and the beef, I just find it's really expensive at Costco, but some people really like it, and you have to pick and choose what's right with your family. So I'm just kind of starting the list of what my staples are. So I will take my Costco, I will take like my dinner ideas, and then I will take like kind of like my starting point if you're new. I'm just trying to have like a healthier relationship with food, learning how to feel my body and all of that. So I'll show you what I do with all of this. I just put the little magnet hook there. I think I got it at Staples here in Canada. And this is here every day to remind me. It's so silly, but it just helps me so much. There's my meal ideas, and then there's my Costco list. So I know some people don't like to have things on their fridge, but I just find this is really simple for me. It's a lot better than having it kind of stored away in a book. And then as I make things, I can stroke them off and then update my freezer inventory. So a little bit of everything all in one video. I know that you seem to like them, but just from personal experience, you know, over the years of trying to have dinner on the table every night, it was just one of those things where some days it was really easy and I could figure it out, and other days were just, I do not want to cook. And then, you know, all sorts of different things over the years where it just felt like it was just such a big deal to get dinner on the table. And I don't know if everybody was like that, but I remember seeing like a meme or something one time, and it said, I wish somebody would have told me the hardest part about being an adult was deciding what to have for dinner every night. And sometimes it's just so true. And I think, you know, as I was trying to lose weight, diet, you know, not eating processed or bad foods, and I was trying to cook from scratch, and I couldn't do it. Like, it was such a high expectation. Some nights, perfect example, the last What I Eat in a Day video, I think it sums it up perfectly. So 6 a.m. Darlene took out this pork tenderloin, and I found a recipe for this like herb encrusted pork tenderloin, and I was gonna make that for dinner. Well, 4:45, Darlene looked at the recipe and saw all the steps that went into it, and I said, it's not happening today. So I took out one of my like spice blends from Costco, shook it all on, followed the instructions, seared it, put it on a cookie thing with parchment paper, put some barbecue sauce on it, and cooked it. It was delicious. It was so good. And that's just kind of the way that I am. And I remember telling somebody that one time, and they're like, me too, you know, the 7 o'clock, you know, Betty or whatever her name is. And then, you know, that it's so true. And that's one of the things is I like to have structure and like kind of a routine when it comes to grocery shopping and meal planning, but I need flexibility because, like, say I go shopping every week, sometimes I'm buying more food than I need, or, you know, I try doing once a month shopping, or I try to go every 2 weeks, and I just find if I shop as I need it, it works the best for me. And if I can do a Walmart pickup order to get my staples and everything done and then go in and get produce, I find that works the best. So Walmart and Costco are my two favorite stores, and then I will supplement other stores with sale items and stuff that's only available at a certain store. And I just find that works for me because before, like when I was a stay-at-home mom and all that kind of stuff, I just wanted to like do a bigger shop and try and make it last. But now that I'm out every day having to do like drop off and pick up for my son, so I'm always like driving past the store here and there, and I just keep the sales on a little piece of paper in my purse, or I'll screenshot them or whatever like that. And I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm driving past Metro, I know strawberries are on sale, and then I'm gonna grab some onions because I'm all out. And that's just the way that I find it works for me. So I just wanted to share that with you because sometimes we can get like, you know, oh, you know, the new flyers are out, what are the sales? Or sometimes you just don't know what to cook. And that was one of the things that I used to do. I know many of you have done that, but I would go grocery shopping and I would walk up and down the aisles because I wanted to see what new products were there. I wanted to get inspiration, and now I try and get my inspiration from different, I don't know where I get them, just sometimes I think of something, or I'm thinking like, we used to have this place that used to have these amazing like braised beef tacos, and they closed down, and then I'm thinking, could I do that at home? It'd probably taste, you know, not as good, but it'd probably be better than like buying the frozen ones and trying to like recreate that flavor. So I am somebody that likes to eat and cook. Just some days are better than others, and I'm just all about trying to find the balance. So there is a little recap of how I try and figure everything out. And that's one of the things I want to share with you, is now that I'm like coming up with a better way of how I fuel my body and looking at food very differently than what I've had in the past like 20-30 years since I started that dieting yo-yo thing. It just feels so good to like look forward to making dinner and knowing that there's some stuff I want to make from scratch. Sometimes I need little helpers, and it is all about the balance, and just there's less brain fog, and it actually is so much easier to come up with what to make for dinner when you have a game plan, you have a rough idea, and you can just kind of go with it. So say it's a beautiful, you know, sunny afternoon and we want to barbecue, you know, I have a couple of different options, and then I can throw in the frozen vegetables. But if it's a rainy, dreary day, I can throw the crock pot, get the crock pot out, throw that beef in, and then we can have beautiful, you know, cheesesteak sandwiches or, you know, beef tacos. And I find that's just what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to like take off that, you know, expectation of this like perfectly from scratch dinner, and try and have a little bit from scratch with some helpers. And it usually means that everybody is really happy about whatever I made for dinner that night. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever, and keep watching, because I am going to be sharing some dinner videos with all of you in the coming months. So have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you all soon.